And this yoga practice is designed to target hamstrings and low back. You'll need a couple of props, a yoga block if you have one. You can substitute that with a thick book such as a dictionary or a couple of firm pillows. And you'll also need a strap. If you don't have a strap, you might use a necktie, a belt, or the tie from your bathrobe. So gather your props and we'll meet back on the mat and get started. We're going to begin on our backs. Have your strap and block or whatever your substitute items are alongside of your mat. And then come on to your back, bend your knees, set your feet on the mat at about hip distance. Then you'll press the soles of the feet into the mat. Take a breath in, lift your hips up, and slide the block under your sacrum, the lowest part of your back. It'll either be on the low height or the medium height. See what feels best on your body. And then from here, allow your eyes to close. Take a breath in through your nose and exhale. Let it release out your mouth. Another breath in through the nose. Long, slow exhale out the mouth. Begin to breathe now in and out only through your nose. It's creating a smooth rhythm of breath. Breath that's audible as you inhale, audible as you exhale. So observe sensations present in your body at this time. Noticing areas where you're feeling a little tension, a little gripping. Send your breath to those areas, inviting release. Observe also areas where you're already beginning to feel a sensation of relaxation. Stay connected with your breath. So you might be comfortable right here. You might want to go a little further, straightening out your right leg, resting the heel on the mat, toes facing up, but the toes relaxed. See how that feels. You might consider adding the left leg. If that's too much, do one leg at a time. Or stay with bent knees, soles of the feet on the mat. Your choice. If you're adding one or both legs straightening, you're going to get into your hip flexors, the muscles along the front of the hips. And when those are tight, it also tends to affect the low back. So this is a nice release for the hip flexors. If you're doing one leg at a time, you might want to switch legs. We'll be here for a few more breaths. And then we'll go ahead, bend the knees, set the soles of the feet on the mat if they aren't already. Press the palms into the mat, soles of the feet into the mat. Inhale, lift the hips. Slide the block out from under you and release your hips back down onto your mat. Still with the feet hip distance, palms pressing into the mat. Breathe in, lift your hips. Exhale and lower down. Inhale, reach the arms overhead as your hips lift. And exhale everything back to the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale and lower. Two more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, just tap the sacrum to the mat. Inhale, come right back up. Exhale, lower down. And now inhale and hold here. You can stay with your palms pressing into the mat, or you might clasp your fingers under you, wiggle one shoulder then the other, just a little deeper under you. Keep the thighs in line with the hips, soles of the feet pressed into the mat, backs of the shoulders as well. Lift the hips an inch higher if you can. Press the tailbone toward the backs of the knees. Roll the chest up toward the chin. Reach the crown of your head toward the wall behind you. Take another breath. Lift a little bit higher. And then gently unclasp and exhaling one vertebra at a time. Come all the way down onto your mat. From here, we'll have the strap in our hand. Bring the right knee into the chest and place the strap around the ball of the right foot, extending the right leg up toward the ceiling. You might flatten the left leg out on your mat if that's okay with your back. Otherwise, keep a bent knee. Notice your shoulders. If they're way up off your mat, slide your hands down your strap so the shoulders relax on the mat. I also like my upper arms to the elbows supported on the mat so there's no effort in the upper body. The right toes curl down toward your face. The left toes are curling up toward the left knee. Inner left thigh spiraling down toward the mat. And your outer right hip is reaching forward, lengthening the right side of your waist. Press the heel up toward the mat. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend your right knee, and inhale, press back up. Exhale, micro bend. Inhale, sole of the foot to the ceiling. One more. Exhale. Inhale, and holding here for 3 full breaths. And now switch the strap so both ends are in your right hand. Place your left palm on your left thigh. Then turn your toes to the right so you're externally rotating from your right hip. Then at this point, take a breath in, exhale, and allow your right leg to drop out to the right side any amount that works for you, but not so much that your left hip comes off the mat. So just find that edge where your left hip is about to leave the mat, but you don't let that happen. You might, if you want to go deeper, gently draw your right foot up toward your right shoulder. Let's take another long, slow breath here. And allow an inhale to bring your leg back up. Switch your strap into your left hand, right thumb in your right hip crease. Wrap your fingers around your hip and gently guide your hip forward. Breathe in, and as you exhale, just cross your leg about 4 inches to the left side. Keep pressing that right hip forward. Left leg still stays active. You might draw the right foot up toward your face and press the left hip further forward to go a little bit deeper into the IT band, outer right thigh, glute area. When that's tight, it also contributes to low back issues. And now release the right hand out to the right. Your palm faces up. Breathe in. And as you exhale, turn over to the left. You might gaze toward your right palm if that's okay with your neck. Otherwise, you're just looking up toward the ceiling. Now breathing to that outer right hip, outer right thigh. Going deeper, you might gently guide your right foot up toward your left shoulder. Let's take another breath right here. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, bend your knee, release the strap. Set the foot down, switch the strap over to the left ball of the foot, straightening out that leg, and maybe also right leg straightened as well. Adjust your grip on the strap so your shoulders relax down on the mat. Now we're going to press the left outer hip forward, lengthening that side of the waist. Left toes curl down toward your face as the left heel is pressing up toward the ceiling. Spiral the inner right thigh down, toes curling up toward the right knee facing up toward the ceiling. Then from here, take a breath in. As you exhale, little bend in your left knee. Inhale, press the sole of the foot up toward the ceiling. Exhale, just a tiny bend. Inhale, press up. One more time. Exhale, micro bend. Inhale, press and hold for 3 breaths. And now switch the strap to the left hand, right palm on the right thigh. From deep within the hip socket, externally rotate your left femur bone so that your toes are pointing toward the left. Breathe in, and with your exhale, allow your leg to open out to the left side, just finding your edge, right hip and rib cage firmly planted on your mat. Going deeper, you might draw your left foot up toward your left shoulder. Keep breathing. Relax the neck, relax the shoulders. And inhale, we'll lift your leg back up. Switch the strap to the right hand, left thumb in your left hip crease. Wrap your fingers around, guide your left hip forward. Take a breath in, and with your exhale, cross your left leg about 4 inches to the right. Keep pressing the left hip forward. You might draw the foot toward the face. That's just an option if you want a little more sensation in the left IT band, outer hip, outer thigh area. And now release the left arm out to the side, shoulder height, palm up. Inhale. And as you exhale, come all the way over to your right side, optionally turning your head to gaze the left. Optionally also drawing the left foot up toward the right shoulder to get a little deeper into that left side. Keep breathing. Allow an inhale to lift you up. Exhale, bend your knee, release the strap. Set it off to the side and hug both knees into your chest. Gently rocking from side to side, massaging out the low back. From here, cross one ankle over the other and rock and roll a few times along the spine until you've got the momentum to find your way up to a tabletop shape. Alternatively, you can just go ahead and roll over to your side and press yourself up. We meet in tabletop pose, shoulders over the wrist, hips over the knees, fingers spread wide, toes point back. Inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, reach the heart forward. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone, hug the belly in, round the back, bring the chin to the chest. Inhale, arch, reach the heart forward. Exhale, tuck and round, press the floor away. Inhaling as you arch, gaze forward, exhale, tuck and round. Keep going in sync with your breath, moving at your pace. Inhaling as you arch and exhaling as you tuck and round. So noticing sensations along the spine as you move in sync with your breath. Fluid movement, fluid breath. Take another few rounds. If you have any favorite cat-cow additions, feel free to add them on. Maybe moving your head side to side, maybe the hips move side to side, maybe taking it into circles. A few more rounds exploring cat-cow. And eventually we'll make our way back to our neutral tabletop position and stretch your right leg back behind you. The ball of your foot is on your mat. Breathe in and exhale. Press that right heel back toward the wall behind you and really press your palms against the mat as if you could just press the mat right through the floor. So noticing what's going on in the back of the right leg, especially the calf area, the sole of the right foot. Keep stretching that right heel back. Take another breath. And then we'll lift the right leg, cross it over the left, turn your head, gaze past your left shoulder toward your right heel. Drive that right heel back as you press the palms into the mat. Now noticing sensation along the right side of your body. Send the breath there, let that go. Bring the right knee back under the right hip and stretch your left leg back behind you. Ball of the foot stays on the mat. Press the palms against the mat and send the left heel back. So noticing now left side. Breathing into the hamstrings, the calf especially, and the sole of the foot. Palms rooting into the mat, heels stretching away from you. And inhale, lift your foot. Exhale, cross it over the right foot. Turn your head, gaze right. Press that left heel back as you press palms into the mat. Now releasing the left side body. And then we'll go ahead and make our way back to our neutral tabletop. So walk your hands a couple of inches forward of your shoulders. Curl your toes under, lift your hips up and press back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Begin to pedal out your legs, bending one knee and reaching the opposite heel to the mat. Your first downward dog, just waking up the hamstrings. We woke them up a little with the stretches on our back, but now we're going a little deeper into the hamstrings. Root the palms against the mat, spread the fingers wide. Check on your neck. Notice if you're holding tension there. Just gently shake your head, yes and no. So allow the tension to release. The head is resting right between the upper arms. And then eventually working your way towards stillness. Draw the navel in toward the spine. Press the shoulder blades forward toward the chest. Lift the hips up, press them back. Releasing the heels in the direction of the mat. They don't need to touch the mat. We're just sending the energy down the hamstrings toward the earth. And from here, begin to walk your hands back toward your feet, keeping your feet at hip distance. Grab opposite elbows, frame your head with your arms, and very gently sway side to side. It's nice to put a bend into your knees and rest your torso against your thighs. Take a few more rounds of breath here. Let tension go from the neck. And then release the clasp of the elbows, fingers on the mat. And then inhale, bring the fingertips to the shins. Reach your heart forward, long spine. Exhale, release the crown of the head to the mat. 2 more times. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lift the gaze. Exhale, Uttanasana, crown of the head to the mat. Inhale, fingertips to shins, shoulders away from the ears, heart reaching forward. Exhale and release. From here, grab onto your big toes with your index and middle finger, thumb on top. Breathe in, lengthen the spine. Exhale, release the crown of the head to the mat, flaring the elbows out to the side. You can still have a bend in your knees here. Inhale, reach the heart forward. Exhale, release down. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, elbows out to the side, holding here for 3 breaths. And then inhale, come halfway up, release the clasp of the toes. Hands to the shins, lengthen the heart forward. Exhale, Uttanasana, palms to the mat. Walk your hands forward and you're back in downward facing dog. Take a breath in, lift your right leg. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose, look forward, step your right foot by your right thumb. Release your left knee down. Take a breath in, come to the fingertips, reach the heart forward. Exhale, straightening out your right leg, toes to the ceiling, melt the torso over the right thigh. Inhale, come to fingertips and reach the heart forward. Exhale, fold over the right leg. 1 more time, bend the knee, foot to the mat. Inhale, arch your upper back. Exhale, and now we're holding here, so melting the torso over the right thigh. Press the right hip back. As you inhale, think of lengthening, crown of the head, shoulder blades, reaching forward. And as you exhale, soften, release, gently melting into the shape. Allow your breath to guide you into it. Take another 2 long, slow breaths here. And then inhale, set the foot down as you bend your knee and bring your palms to the mat. Curl your left toes under, lift your left knee. Now you're in a high lunge. From here, come onto your fingertips and walk yourself so that you're in a forward fold, wide-legged forward fold. Parallel the outside edges of the feet to your mat. Release tension from your neck, crown of the head releasing toward the earth. your palms are about shoulder distance. You might have blocks under your hands, and you might have a bend in your knees as well, depending on your hamstrings. If your legs are straight, lift your kneecaps and really engage those quadriceps muscles. If this is very easy and you want more, turn your fingers to face behind you, walk your hands back behind you, and sink a little deeper. Shift the weight toward the balls of your feet. Let's take another couple of breaths here. And then if you've turned your fingers around, bring them to face forward at shoulder distance. And then from here, inhale, lift halfway up. And we're going to come around to the other side. So now finding our low lunge, dropping the right knee down. And bring the hands on either side of the left foot. Left knee is bent, knee right over the ankle. Inhale, lift your sternum, come to fingertips. Exhale, straighten the left leg and fold the torso over the left thigh. Inhale, arching in your upper back. Exhale, releasing the right hips back toward the right heel. Inhale, bend the knee, reach the heart forward. Exhale, and we're holding, lengthening the torso over the left thigh. Take a breath in, reach the sternum forward. Exhale, slide the shoulders away from the ears. Gently pressing shoulder blades forward toward the chest to take some rounding out of your upper back. Stay connected with your breath as you observe sensations in your left hip. Remember to press that left hip back. Noticing hamstrings, left hip, low back. One more breath. And then we'll go ahead, bend the left knee, palms to the mat, curl the right toes under, lift the right knee up, and from here, we're going to come back around into our forward fold. I'm going to turn to face the other way, and I'm going to bring the hands, fingertips to the mat, reach the heart forward, lengthen, exhale, release down. Take your left palm in front of your face. Inhale, sweep your right arm out and up. Follow that with your gaze, gazing up toward that right thumb, lengthening. Press the left palm into the mat and stretch the right fingertips up toward the ceiling. And gently release that side down. And inhale, left arm reaches out and up, broadening across your collarbones as you feel shoulder blades drawing together on the back. One long line of energy, bottom hand to top hand. And then gently release down. And we'll go ahead and turn to face the front of the mat. Palms to the mat, step back, and we're back in downward facing dog. Let's take a few rounds in Adho Mukha Svanasana, palms pressing into the mat, fingers spread wide. Spiral your triceps down toward the mat, biceps up toward the ceiling. Press the shoulder blades forward toward the chest and reach the chest toward the front of your mat, navel drawing in toward your spine. Hips lift up and press back. Thighs press back as well. Heels lengthening in the direction of the mat. And from here, take a breath in, come onto the balls of your feet. Look forward, tiptoe your way up to the front of the mat. You're in a forward fold Uttanasana. From here, we're going to exhale and release down, Ardha Uttanasana. And then inhale, halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Fingertips might come to the shins. Exhale, Uttanasana. One more. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, forward fold. From here, if your feet are not hip distance, just slide them over to hip distance. Then we're going to bring one palm under the foot, other palm under the foot. Bringing the toes about to the wrist crease. You might have bent knees here, that's totally fine. Allow your head to be heavy. Keep breathing. Smooth flow of breath in and out through the nose. Lengthen the back of your neck, tops of the shoulders, reaching away from the ears, shoulder blades press forward toward the chest. And then we'll take one more breath here. Go ahead and slide the hands out from under the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle your arms out and up. And exhale, hands together at your heart. So now we're going to move into a little bit of a balancing pose that will also stretch out the hamstrings. So I'm just facing the camera so you guys can see me. We're going to cross our left foot over the right. Take a breath in, sweep the arms overhead, maybe palms touch, and gaze up toward the thumbs. As you exhale, forward fold. So allowing the crown of the head to be heavy. You might need to bend the knees, you might be okay with straight legs. See what works for you. And then on an inhale, begin to walk your hands over to your left side. Noticing how that affects the right low back, outer hip. Smooth breaths in and out through the nose. Inhale back to center and exhale now over to the other side. Inhale back to center, exhale here, and inhale, arms circle overhead. Exhale, hands together at your heart, and we'll switch, crossing down the right foot in front of the left. Inhale, arms reach overhead, palms touch, maybe lift your gaze. Exhale, and forward fold. Allowing the head to be heavy, letting tension go from the neck. Observing any differences between the first side and the second side. And as you inhale, now walking your hands over to the right side and noticing how that affects the left outer hip, low back, hamstring area. Inhale back through center and exhale, coming over to your left side. And inhale comes back to center. Exhale here. And inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, hands together at your heart. And we'll uncross. Top of the mat in mountain pose, Tadasana, everything stacked, aligned, and active. Take a breath in, circle the arms overhead. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins. Reach the heart forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bend your knees, place your palms, step back. You're in a high plank pose. You can always skip this and head straight to downward facing dog. Palms press into the mat, fingers spread wide. Heels pressing toward the wall behind you, balls of the feet press into the mat. Navel is drawing in, frontal hip points reaching toward bottom ribs so the core is active. Inhale, shift slightly forward. Exhale, chaturanga, lowering to 90 degrees. Inhale, up dog, tops of the feet press against the mat, chest forward, shoulders back, upper arms press back. Exhale, draw the navel in and lift the hips up and back as you roll over the toes. Downward facing dog. Take an inhale and lift your right leg. Exhale, knee to the nose, look forward, step the right foot by the right thumb, and flatten the left heel onto the mat. Point your toes toward the top left corner of your mat. Inhale and rise up, warrior one. Press your right hip back, your left hip forward. Now root down through the ball of the right foot and begin to straighten your right leg. Engaging your quad muscles, but not locking out your knees, so not going past straight. Keep pressing ball of the foot into the mat and outer edge of the left foot into the mat as well. Breathe in, reaching the fingertips up toward the ceiling. Exhale and begin to hinge over your right leg, bringing your fingers to the mat or maybe on blocks. Inhale, reach the heart forward, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, melt the torso over the right thigh. One more breath. And then inhale, lift the chin, come to fingertips, bend your right knee, and come onto the ball of your left foot, and bring your palms alongside of the right foot. Press the sole of the right foot into the mat. Inhale, and lift up into standing splits. Reach the heart forward as you breathe in, and as you exhale, melt over the right leg. The left inner thigh spiraling down toward the mat, toes pointing down toward the mat as well. Hug that right hip in and press it back. You might play with balance, bringing one or both hands to the right ankle. Just holding here for another breath. And then gently bringing hands down. And from here, we'll bring the left foot alongside of the right. Release the crown of the head to the mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Reach the heart forward. Exhale, fold and inhale. Arms circle overhead. Exhale, hands together at heart center. Other side. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Lift the gaze. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, reach the heart forward. Exhale, bend the knees, place the palms, and step back. You're in your high plank. You can always skip and go straight to down dog. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale for your back bend, and exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to the nose, look forward. Step the left foot by the left thumb. Flatten the right heel onto the mat. Angle the toes toward the top right corner of the mat. As you're ready, rise up. Virabhadrasana 1, left side. Press the left hip back, the right hip forward. From here, press down through the ball of the left foot and begin to straighten the leg. Not going past straight. So keep a slight bend in the left knee, but fire up your quadriceps muscles. Outer edge of the right foot, seal to the mat, right leg is strong. Breathe in, lengthen, and exhale, hold over your left leg. Fingertips to the mat, inhale, lift the torso, reach the chest forward, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, fold over the left leg. Relax the neck, let tension go. Notice your shoulders, drop them away from your ears. Press the shoulder blades forward toward your chest. Your lengthening crown of the head toward the earth. As you inhale and as you exhale, softening a little deeper into the shape, or just letting go of some tension somewhere where you don't need to be holding on to it. And then inhale, lift halfway up. Put a little bend into the left knee as you come onto the ball of the right foot. Place palms flat on the mat. Really press strongly that left sole of the foot into the mat. And on an inhale, lift the right leg up into standing splits. Toes point down and the inner right thigh spiraling down as well. Come to fingertips. Inhale, reach the heart forward. Spread across the collar blades. And exhale, release down. Standing splits, you might play with balance, bringing one or both hands to the outside of the left foot, or the top of the ankle actually. A few rounds of breath here, exploring standing splits. Hug that left hip in and press it back. Keep spiraling inner right thigh down. And then inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, bring the right foot alongside of the left. Release crown of the head to the mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle the arms out and up. And exhale, hands meet at the heart. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bend your knees, place your palms, step back, downward facing dog, or if you'd like one last vinyasa from plank, bend the elbows, chaturanga, inhaling for your back bend, and exhale, we meet in Adho Mukha Svanasana. So one more time, lengthening those hamstrings toward the earth by reaching the heels back and down. Take another long, slow breath in through your nose and open your mouth, let it go out the mouth. And then from here, come down onto your knees. Big toes touch, knees wide. Balasana, child's pose. Releasing the forehead toward the mat. Feel the back ribs expanding as you breathe in, and notice the hips sinking toward the heels as you breathe out. And then inhale, slowly walk yourself up. Bring your knees together, sit your hips to either side, and swing your legs forward, bringing your right leg straight out in front of you and sole of the left foot to the inner right thigh. If you like a strap for the stretch, set it up at the bottom of your foot. And then inhale, reach arms overhead, lengthening their spine. And exhale, we'll fold over the right leg. Either you allow your hands to go where they naturally landed, or you pick up the strap and place that around the ball of your foot. From either position, as you inhale, there's a sensation of lengthening all four sides of the torso, crown of the head reach forward. And as you exhale, soften gently, releasing into the shape. Curl the toes up toward the crown of the head, and we're spiraling that inner right thigh down as we press the top of the femur bone into the mat. And then gently on an inhale, lift back up. From here, we're going to take that leg on a diagonal from the right hip and bring the sole of the left foot back into the inner right thigh. Inhale, lengthen, turn and face your leg, and exhale, fold over your leg. Let's take a few rounds of breath here. And slowly walk yourself back up. Now bring your right palm inside of your right thigh. Reach your left arm up. Breathe in. And as you exhale, side bend. And bring your hand to any part of the right leg where it reaches. Might be the shin, might be the thigh, the knee, it might be the outside edge of the foot. Then you're going to take your right arm, straighten it out, palm facing up. Walk that right arm out in front of you. Now turn your torso to face your thigh and melt over the thigh. This is taking it out of the side stretch and bringing it into the left low back outer hip area. By turning the torso down toward the thigh, you're moving into a back stretch rather than a side stretch. Take another long, slow breath here. And then inhale and unwind all of that and switch. Extend the left leg straight out in front of you first, and then sole of the foot on the right side into the inner left thigh. If you're going to use that strap, set it up. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, melting over the left thigh. Either hands stay where they landed, or if your strap comes to the ball of the foot, your choice. As you inhale, lengthen, reach forward, and as you exhale, soften, release, gently allow the breath to guide you into the shape. Your toes curling up toward the crown of your head, shoulders relaxing away from your ears as shoulder blades press forward toward your chest, taking some roundness out of your upper back. Top of the left femur bone pressing into the mat. Observing sensations on the back of the left leg, sending breath there. Inhale, come back up. Turn the leg on a diagonal from your hip and bring that right foot back into the inner left thigh. Breathe in for length, turn and face your leg. Exhale, fold over your leg. Inhale, reach the heart forward. Exhale and let go. Allow the breath to guide you into the shape. Inhales, invite length, and exhales, invite release. And slowly inhale, walk yourself back up. Then from here, left palm to the inside of the left thigh, right arm overhead. Breathe in, exhale, side bending at first and bringing the hand somewhere along the leg or foot. Now left palm faces up, walk your left arm straight out in front of you. Then breathe in, lengthen, exhale, turn your torso toward that left thigh. Keep walking toward that right thigh, that is. Toward that left thigh was right the first time. And keep walking the left hand straight out in front of you. Now noticing sensations in the right low back area. The more you turn the torso toward the thigh, the more you'll access the low back. One more breath. And slowly walk yourself back up. Now straighten out both legs. If you're going to use your strap, you'll have it set there. Begin by bringing your palms alongside of your hips. Roll your shoulders back, release them down. Feel the sternum lift and the shoulder blades come together on your back. Tops of the femur bones press into the mat. Toes curl up toward your knees. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, lead with your sternum and melt your torso over your thighs. Your hands will go either where they landed, or you might pick up your strap and use that. Be where you need to be. You might have a bend in your knees, and that's totally fine. As you inhale, heart reaches forward. As you exhale, soften and release, let go. Maybe relaxing the jaw, maybe connecting with your breath. Doesn't have to be that you're coming closer to your thighs. It could be letting go of tension in another way. Take another long, slow breath. Then inhale, come all the way up. From here, we're going to lower down onto our backs. So check that you've got space behind you, and then just come on down. Bring your knees into your chest and begin to gently rock from side to side, massaging out your low back. Now extend the arms out, shoulder height, palms face up. Inhale, and as you exhale, drop both knees to your left. Keep the shoulders relaxing down on the mat. You might turn your head and gaze right, if that's okay on your neck, otherwise you're just looking up. More important that the shoulders are both in contact with your mat than that your knees touch the mat. And inhale, we'll lift your legs back up, and exhale, we're taking the knees to the right, and maybe turning the head to gaze left, both shoulders completely relaxed on the mat. Inhale and come back to center, knees into the chest. Take hold of outside edges of your feet or backs of the thighs if that's easier in your body. Draw the knees alongside of the ribs. Relax your shoulders down and lengthen and press your tailbone down and forward. You might stay stationary or you might gently rock from side to side for happy baby. Bring the knees into the chest, wrap your arms around your shins, lift your forehead up toward your knees, curling up into a tight little ball. Take a breath in and exhale. Allow everything to release into Shavasana, final resting pose. Eyes closed. Wiggle your shoulders under you, relax your feet, maybe move the hips a little. Let's take a few rounds of breath, getting comfortable. And then we'll take a big breath in through the nose and an open mouth exhale. And there, allow the breath to flow naturally. Let go of any control of your breath. Relax all the muscles in the body, focusing on areas where we tense and grip the most, between the eyebrows, around the eyes, the jaw, the throat. Feel the shoulders and the hips becoming a little heavier and a little more relaxed with each exhale that you release. Just observing flow of breath in the front body as the back body becomes a little bit heavier, sinking into the support below it. Shavasana. If you have time to stay here longer, definitely do so. And if you're ready to come out, begin to deepen your breath and wiggle the toes and the fingers, circle the wrists and the ankles. Rock your head gently from side to side. Maybe take a final stretch, reaching the arms overhead, pointing and flexing the toes away from the fingers. And then as you're ready, bring your knees into your chest, roll over to your right side, resting your right ear on your right upper arm. Pause for a breath or two, and then gently press the left palm into the earth, lifting first your torso, your head comes up last. Keep your eyes closed, your focus still inward. Make your way to a comfortable cross-legged seat, palms resting on your thighs, palms down in a grounding gesture, palms up in a receiving gesture, your choice. We take a few rounds of breath here, silently observing the effects of our practice in gratitude. And then we'll bring the hands together at heart center, bow the chin into the chest. Thank you to yourself for taking the time to lengthen out your hamstrings and low back. I thank you for sharing your practice with me. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste.